Hey fam, welcome back. Hopefully you're doing good and having a great day. If you're not, please let me know what I can do to help you. Till then, we're doing today's video a little bit different. I'm in my truck, and I actually recorded a video that I wanted to release today. I just didn't get around to doing it. Just didn't have a whole lot of time to go through and edit everything and release it for today. So instead of that, we're doing this today off of my phone. I just ended my DoorDash session. And so, as I was on my way home, I was thinking of something to talk about. And what came to mind was talking about criticism, or the fact that people cannot take criticism today, right? We are so willing to give criticism to someone else, yet we are so unwilling to receive it ourselves. We have such pride in us today that it blinds us to our own flaws. And it's that refusal to see any kind of flaw within us that really just destroys us from within, right? Now, it is hard to take criticism. It is. Especially when it's from friends or family. A lot of the times we really disregard strangers critiquing us, right? But when it's friends or family, that's when it really gets hard, because these are people that we respect and we care for, and then when they start critiquing us, we see that as a personal attack. And honestly, I definitely believe that most people today see critiquing as a personal attack, as if it's someone that is just trying to hound you for whatever, right? And that could be the case. And if that is the case, obviously, who gives a fuck? They can go fuck themselves, right? But if it's honest and fair, you got to do the soul searching within yourself to recognize where those faults are and what you got to do to fix it, right? I'll give you guys an example. I have released one of my Daily Dose of Dog videos, and someone was very rude in the comment section and was pretty much demanding that I had, clip Sky's nails. And look, I'll be very honest with you guys. I am extremely, I procrastinate a lot when it comes to clipping her nails and stuff like that. And I know I shouldn't be, and that I'm doing better about that. But, I had to take accountability. I had to realize that what the person was saying was right. Even though they went about it a completely wrong way, what they were saying was absolutely right. And so, as hard as it was to hear it, you have to recognize that the truth is there. And if the truth is there, you have to cast aside your pride in everything that you, or I would say everything that's keeping you from, hearing what they have to say. You got to put all that aside. Because here's the thing, right? If you are not willing to take criticism from someone else, especially if it's from someone close to you, you're not even you're disrespecting yourself in the long run. Because if this is something fair, it's something that helps you to grow your character, right? Listen, we all have flaws. No one's perfect. But if it's something that you really need to fix, then you fix it, right? And good friends and good family members will always tell you what you need to hear. They will be more than happy to show you that tough love. And so those are the kinds of friends that you really need to listen to, are the ones that are going to tell you what you need to hear. They'll tell you to shut the fuck up when you need to shut the fuck up. They'll tell you you're not that great when you're not that great, right? But they'll also tell you when you are good at something, right? Everyone wants to hear when they're good at something, but hardly anyone wants to hear when they're not good at something. But again, it's about building character. And a lot of people lack that today. They just lack character. You know, I understand we're talking about, you know, criticism today and people not taking criticism. But you know, it does stem from a larger issue, which is the fact that people have low character today, and that is very true. And so it's not just when you are receiving criticism, but you should always do some soul searching within yourself to be the best version of yourself that you can be, right? And so just take a couple of minutes out of each and every day to think, what could I be doing, right? What could I be doing better? How could I be better spending my time? Or how could I spend my time a little bit better? What could I be working on skill-wise, character-wise, to make myself a better person, right? And so through each and every day, you know, just taking a step to improve just yourself in general is going to make you stand out. And it's not about standing out, right? But what it is about is taking that step for yourself so that other people can follow, right? It takes a true leader to look within himself, to find things that he needs to fix them, and then other people will naturally notice. And in turn, hopefully, they follow suit, right? That's the hope anyways. I mean, that's the hope. That's the hope just for this channel, is that people begin to look within themselves, and then they'll also look around them, and then we come together, we have a conversation, we hear the hard things, right? And this is actually related to what was supposed to be today's video about this race problem that we have here in America that a lot of people don't really want to hear, right? It's the criticism of the black community. Because listen, it's not about black culture, right? It's the hood culture. That's what is destroying this nation. And again, you could be black, white, whatever. But what needs to be talked about is the hate crime that's happening. You know, young black men make 5 or 6% of the population, but commit 85% of the hate crimes. And a lot of the reportings that's coming in are labeling people white, even though they're not white, right? And I'll be talking about that in tomorrow's video. But you know, just to kind of relate it a little bit to what was supposed to be today's video, we have to have the hard conversations. We have to understand that when we are talking about criticism, that we want to be fair, we want to be truthful, and most of all, We want to come from a loving perspective, right? We have to get out of our own way of thinking, our own perspective, and see things from other people's perspective. Because that's the only way we really grow. So many people are set in their ways and do things, only their way. And it's no wonder why people don't grow at all. So, we got to have the hard conversations. We have to learn to accept criticism. And then we also have to apply that to change what needs to be changed, right? And so, I know all about that. I constantly critique myself. Every single time I turn the camera on, I'm critiquing myself. In my mind, anyways. Every single time I'm working on something, especially if I'm working on a model that I'm painting, or a diorama I'm working on, or some music that I'm writing, I'm always critiquing myself. I'm always finding out how I could make things better, what sounds better, what looks better, how to say things better, And I'm not some fucking Shakespeare, I'm not some guy that knows every single thing of what I'm talking about, right? I mean, that's the whole point of the channel, is figuring things out as you go, right? So, all of us are, trying to come together and figure things out as we live through life. And, we just want to come to the truth of things. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. But it's a huge problem that we have here in America, is that we don't take criticism the way that we should. We're too we're too proud of ourselves, but we don't really have much to be proud about. So, until we change our culture, until we change and until we change what needs to be changed and things get better, we don't really have a whole lot to be proud. I keep wanting to say pride. We don't really have much to be proud about. So, learn to take criticism and then apply it to your life. So, hopefully this video helped you out, guys. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, join the family. I would love to have you guys join the family. We are trying to change the culture for the better, and I would love to have you along for the journey. So, also, this is your guys' reminder, go hit the gym, okay? Go hit the gym, get some kind of exercise, even walking if you can do that. But get active, okay? Get active. I went to the gym today myself, so it was a good day. It was a good day. So got a lot done. There was not the busier I become, the more I realize that there are not enough hours in the day. Not enough hours in the day. So I've been working on a commission from a good friend of mine, Dan, and I've just been all over the place, guys. I've been super busy this past little bit. So but get out there, get active, okay? You want a healthy mind and a healthy body, and so make sure you take care of that mind, especially. You can't take care of the body if you're not taking care of your mind. So, and also take care of each other. All right, take care of each other. That's all we have. That's all we have at the end of the day is each other. All right. So we're supposed to love our neighbor. So we gotta do that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. If you need me for anything, please reach out. I'm always here. I'm always here. I really mean that. I really do. So reach out if you need me. That being said, I wish you all a lovely night. You guys take care. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you all, guys.